Alright, what's up, folks? Rich Van Tassel with you. We have the Sunday night preview doing this now. This was really the only game that had any, high significance to it. Obviously, the NFC North is still on the line between the 9-6 Packers, 3-4 on the road. The Detroit Lions, 9-6, 6-1 at home. However, now that the Redskins lost, the loser of this game is going to the playoffs anyway. Washington, very disappointed today. Maybe do a video on that tomorrow. I'm stunned by that, but whatever. They lost, so both of these teams are in the playoffs. The winner will have the fourth seed. Actually, I don't know if Detroit wins. No. The winner will have the fourth seed no matter what, and the loser will be the sixth seed. So the winner's hosting the Giants. The loser is almost certainly traveling to Atlanta, barring that New Orleans comes back. In this situation, anything's possible, but it doesn't look like it. Injuries for the Packers, none listed. For the Detroit Lions, 2 injury reserves out. Stephen Charles, defensive tackle. Theo Riddick, running back. Packers, of course, have won 5 straight. Detroit's been skidding a bit. They were 8-4. They're 1-2 in their last 3. And a win by the Lions would end a 22-year drought for winning the division. Aaron Rodgers really coming along. There's been talk all season about Matt Stafford being an MVP. I guess Stafford's numbers aren't that bad. But a guy like Dak Prescott has better numbers than Matt Stafford. You look at Aaron Rodgers' numbers in comparison, they're not even close. He has almost 200 more yards, a little less than 200 more yards. His completion percentage is a little bit higher. They're actually right there. I can't figure it out from my head. 374 or 571 is Rodgers. 362 or 553 is Matt Stafford. So it looks like Rodgers would be a little higher, but obviously I can't do that math in my head. Rodgers 36 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Matt Stafford 22-9. In comparison, Dak Prescott is 23 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Can Detroit get this monkey off their back? Obviously, this is the Lions we're talking about. They've certainly shown a tendency to not win games, and now that I'm watching, New Orleans just recovered an onside kick down 6 with a chance to win this game. So certainly a win would mean, or now they're kicking it over, so I guess someone was offsides. Whatever. Just wanted to make a note of that because obviously it affects where the winner or loser of this game will go. And now Atlanta's got it, so that's the end of that. As we said before, it's that scenario. Jordan Nelson having a good year. Ty Montgomery's been the running back. I'd like to see if Green Bay can get the running game going. As for the Lions, this is where their offense has really started to miss a guy like a Calvin Johnson. Their running game has not come along, as we've seen. Their top rusher, Theo Riddick, not even 400 yards, 1 touchdown. They've used guys like Amir Abdullah. There was the guy having the good game last week. Don't even remember his name off the top of my head. It was the Monday night game against the Cowboys. So he'll be the guy who I would expect is going to get a bulk of the running in this one. But still. And Detroit's offensive line, not great. They have not been terrible, though, either. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball. This really just pisses me off when my fucking computer does this. Can't even get the thing up. Alright, but what the hell was that? Zach Zenner, of course, was the guy who was running the ball last week, but he only had 67 yards. So can Detroit run the ball? I don't think so. These are the Detroit Lions, as good as the year they've had. I think a lot of the, intensity comes down certainly for this game now that they're both in the playoffs. There's certainly a tendency Green Bay may, coast in this game. Coast as far as their style of play, because they know they're in the playoffs regardless. I don't think they really care where they go. You may see a team, like we said, the winner would play the New York Giants. Are there any of these teams that don't want the Giants? I don't know. I'm not going to get into all that because there's no way to figure out exactly what their mindset would be as far as things like that. So all things being equal, I like the Packers in this game 30-23. They win the division, and Detroit, it will be continuing since 1993 without a division championship. But like we said, both teams are in the playoffs. So be sure to stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll get into playoffs, do those. We got to do all pro picks, all those things. We'll let you know as it comes out throughout the week. Remember to stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much. Have a good one.